I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
Yeah, I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16.
Everybody, I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Chargers. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 54, and we'll send you now to Miami, standing by to call their fourth Super Bowl together. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the five-time Super Bowl champs from the NFC, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin alongside my partner Charles Davis. And CD, you look at these LA Chargers, champions of the AFC, making just their second Super Bowl appearance. You remember they were blown out by the 49ers back in Super Bowl 29, but remember that was a much different team than this one.
And think about this team. If they can accomplish what they're setting out to do in this ball game, win a Super Bowl, they would enter their new building as the Super Bowl champions. This team has been around a while. It's moved a little bit, but here they are with a chance to take a Lombardi Trophy into their new facility. And think about them in the old days in the AFL and how great they were. They'd like to reclaim that glory as the champions of all of football.
Meanwhile, the 49ers are back in the Super Bowl for the seventh time in franchise history. One of the more successful teams in the Super Bowl era as they look to claim their sixth title, which would tie them with the Patriots and Steelers for most ever.
I like how you stated that they're one of the more successful franchises in Super Bowl history because at one point, they were 5-0 in Super Bowls. Joe Montana with wins in Super Bowl 16, 19, 23, and 24. And Steve Young, remember that one? Get the monkey off my back as he won big in Super Bowl 29. But they lost their last time out against the Ravens in Super Bowl 47. They're looking for a little bit of that. Can we get right again, guys? And I think the San Francisco 49ers team is going to play awfully well in this game.
And they're hoping that the lights stay on in the stadium the entire game this go-around. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And with this offense, what about DJ Fluker?
Came out of Alabama, could play tackle, could play guard. He's so big, Brandon, I think he plays both at the same time.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Jackson. It's his running back, Shane Vereen. And right away, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Striking first in any game is very important, but that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle. Time quickly to look at the Chargers defense.
Antoine Bethea plays the safety position with intelligence and excellent tackling ability.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Now Jackson on first down. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Jackson will throw again. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Jackson. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
To me, the best part of Teddy Bridgewater's game is his decision-making. Very smart, loves to watch the game, loves to analyze it, and he does it so well, he takes care of the football and keeps his team in good spots.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
Out wide, they have A.J. Green, who can run every route you want on the route tree. and take the top off of defense with his speed, and has the length to go over the top of people to catch the ball. But maybe the most impressive thing about him, the only wide receiver ever to be a Pro Bowler in his first 7 years in the NFL.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Right there, you will. 55. Hey, man. 55, come on, guys, 55. All right, here we go. Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get it.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive.
We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On third down, Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road.
They were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, here's Fournette. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. On third down, Jackson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On the run, here's Vereen. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now Fournette, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them.
Boom! Touchdown, LA! Julio Jones, 42 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point try good by Gano, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Dan.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's complete. Vereen. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On the delay, this is Vereen. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. DJ Moore, 50 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Bridgewater on first down. It's complete to Jones. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Bridgewater. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. Bridgewater again. Caught by Jones. A good pickup there at 22. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Thus far, this Super Bowl has looked less like a contest and more like a coronation. And to call the second half, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Bridgewater. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. To throw, Bridgewater. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. From the 27, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Bobby Wagner coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. To throw is Jackson on third down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or two short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So no surprise if Vinatieri able to convert there. He is, of course, the owner of the NFL record for most postseason field goals.
Hard to believe he was undrafted coming out of college. And now here he is, into his 40s, and he's still one of the best kickers around.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. First down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls. But only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. 22 yards there, a first down. Jackson now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion. And another 1st and 10 here. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. And Thomas has it. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Go.
From the gun on 3rd, McCown. This is caught by Jackson. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's McCown again. His throw incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. McCown incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. McCown looks to throw again. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Cowan, 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a 1st down. Again, it's McCown. Nowhere to his... escape, and he goes down.
That right now That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And the throw on second down by McCown falls incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. McCown looking to throw on fourth. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that's caught inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Here's McCown, and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Oliver there to make the grab. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So
now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set him back 5 yards. On second down, Jackson. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. On third down, Fournette. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Escaping the pressure right. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Looking to throw again on second down. Hill, he's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Hill. Flush to his right. He'll hit Jackson, complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Hill on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On first down, Hill. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it's going to be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Hill eluding the pressure right. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
He finds McCoy. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw is Hill. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Let's go.
Now Hill on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Their defense. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understand. Who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
To the air again. Hill under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed. The football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.